Despite this camera system being the standard for all animation studios, including Disney, it wouldn't be good enough for Snow White. The reason for this was that it was incapable of producing an illusion of depth, and made everything look flat and two-dimensional. This was fine for cartoon shorts, which utilized limited locations and weren't long enough for anyone to care about more technical details. But Snow White was a feature-length film requiring bigger locations, establishing shots, tracking shots, and much more camera movement and sophisticated visuals than any of the cartoon shorts. For example, when Snow White runs through the forest, Walt Disney wanted it to feel like she was actually surrounded by trees and not just running in front of a flat background. Or when an establishing shot slowly zooms in on the castle, Walt wanted it to look like the castle was actually in the distance. Perhaps the most glaring limitation of their current camera setup, however, was regarding the appearance of the moon in nighttime shots. If you zoom the camera in on a nighttime scene where the moon is visible, the moon will grow at the same rate as the other objects on the horizon. This is obviously not realistic, as the moon is so far away that it would always appear the same size. A realistic scene would have the moon stay the same size while the objects on the horizon get bigger. To solve this problem, Walt and his team developed the Multiplane camera, which was an enormous setup of multiple levels or planes, hence the name, with the camera stationed on top. Each plane contained different aspects of the background which could be moved independently of each other, combining to create an image with depth.
The different elements in the scene were separated according to their varying distances from the viewer. This put the moon on a plane farthest away from the camera. With our original picture broken down in this manner, it is possible to control the relative speed with which each individual part of it moves to or away from the camera.
The Multiplane camera took 4 years to develop and required up to 8 operators. It was also much slower than the normal camera setup, only able to produce about a fifth as much footage a day as the typical procedure. However, the images produced by the Multiplane camera were stunning and far beyond anything that could be produced before.
And here now is our same moonlight scene the way the Multiplane camera sees it. As you can see, we finally got the moon to keep its proper distance.